So Asia session has traded to that refined daily level. So we can be patient to wait for the Asia session to give us its full delivery. I said we saw how price took out the buy side liquidity. We'll have a sweep of this. So, I told us when we change that into the line graph, I said we have this price could seek this react here and then fall. Price could decide to seek this high and fall. So you can see where that situation where price just sweep an inducement, a liquidity, and then just falls. That is what just happened here. Asia session swept this liquidity and now gave this engulfing bearish to the downside. So it's a 4-hour level, a daily level, refined into the 4-hour in confluence with the 4-hour inversion, the mean threshold of it. So what can you see? A bearish engulfing. So I told us when we have a bearish engulfing in a time frame higher, when we drop to a lower time frame, we're going to see a market structure shift. That was why I said I think we drop to the 15 or I think 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I think should still be the same. This is it. So you can see the market structure shift that happened here. Asia session took out the high, the market structure shift. So that is beginning to tell us that we cannot anticipate the bearish possibility. Why also we identified that we have, the bearish possibility, because we also identified that we have what's pull up, what's sell side resting here. This buy side has been taken. Then where's the liquidity? There's a liquidity resting here. So that is what we saw. And then from here also, I told us if price is going to trade higher, I think we identify we have this price could seek this high as a liquidity. So we want to identify the zone. I look at it from a higher time frame and then come back to see it in a lower time frame. So here in the higher time frame, what we can see here, price broke through this bullish engulfing, a change the state of delivery to the downside. 15-minute market structure shift, 10-minute market structure shift. So we have this candle high as a liquidity. Then that was when we came to the 1-hour time frame, looking at the delivery from that bearish engulfing candle. And then what did we see? We saw the rejection block level. Yeah. So I work with the rejection because that liquidity I'm looking at is above this bearish block level. So made reference to the rejection. So we have the rejection block level here. And then that was where I said, now we can look forward to a bearish position short from here. Stop loss can be above this 4-hour, level here. That is where our stop loss would be, since that has been mitigated and volume closed below it. So above the 4-hour, or you could set that above the week, anyone, but it has been respected. Volume is failing to trade above it. First target is the Asia session low. This is 1 to what? 4.59. But I could remember vividly our take profit was at the 4-hour rejection block level. This is our take profit because we've established we are bearish. So this is our long time take profit. So the rejection level here. So, and then this is a 1 to 7.06. So to the 1-hour time frame, so that we can see our time window for the London session. So we have that. Let's reduce this like this. All right. So this is our London session time window. I said I look at it from 1 a.m. but the Q zone is our 2 a.m. New York time zone. So let's pay price to see. And that was how we saw 1 a.m. price went back to activators. 2 a.m. it still went back to the entry. And now price fell to the downside. And that was where then we began to look at re-entry, where I was pointing out re-entry to us. Since we know we are bearish and we are seeing that bearish volume, the Q zone, London, gave bearish fall to the downside. So it means we have rejection level here in the 1-hour time frame. The rejection level, that's the peak of it. And what do you have? The bearish block. You have the bearish block. So maybe you're looking for a re-entry to continue bearish. You could want to refine this 1 hour. Let's see the 15 minutes. You can go to the 5 minutes. The least time frame I basically most time check is the 5 minutes. I don't care what is in the other time frame. They are noisy. So you have that. And then what can we see here? In the 15 minutes, this is the last buy before the sell. And you can see it also created a change in state of delivery because it sold here before buying. Change it to a line graph, you can see. So that level there.
Flip model.
Sir?
Flip more than
Yeah. So you have that. Now we can anticipate